Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to make a scrappy 9-patch. This right here, I already made one. I actually made two. There's one on my sewing machine. But I thought I'd do one with you together. So really I just went through my scraps. I had enough of these. I had enough to make 3. I'm going to make some placemats, kind of scrappy for around my house, you know, the kitchen, the living room, sometimes. Anyways, we're going to do it together. So we're just gonna, these are all 2-inch squares. Now you can make it scrappy. I did make this. It's got an extra row. It's for something I'm working on. I'll let you know eventually. So you can do it completely scrappy, or you can do it more patterned. So we're just gonna sew these 2-inch blocks into rows. You need, if you're gonna do the pattern like this, you'll need 5 of one and 4 of another, or you just need 9 total. That's why it's called a 9-patch. They're 2-inch squares. Again, I think I've said that like 4 times. I'm sorry. And we're just going to sew these 3 into a row, and into a row. And I'm going to take you with me. And I have a new camera angle that I'm trying out. Well, a third camera angle. So we'll see how this works. We're going to move it over just a hair, so it's in frame, because I sew like this a lot and I feel like you might benefit from seeing both angles here. So I just took the top 2, or the first 2 in the top row. We're going to sew 1/4 inch down. And then the other one is on there. I'm just going to cut that off and lay it to the side there. So then we're going to do the second row. Let me know what you all think of this new angle. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. So they are small, and I am going to iron them. So I'm going to cut the first one off. I'm actually going to cut both of them. We'll cut the first 2 off. We're going to iron to the patterned fabric. And lay them back the way they were. I don't know which one was which, and it doesn't even matter. And I'll take these 2. And make our first row complete. And then this one. And then grab our last set of 2 there to iron it. And we'll add our third block to our third row. So that first scrappy one I made didn't work for what I'm attempting, so I am just going to make it I'll probably just use it as for my coffee in the morning, like a mug rug kind of thing. Alright, then we'll lay it back out, and now we'll sew it into rows. So first I'm going to just fold this down and pin it. And this is so small. Normally I would pin both rows at the same time. Sorry, I don't like that angle for this part. Normally I would sew or pin both rows at the same time, but it's so small I feel like it would get in the way. So we're going to do it one at a time. And I don't know if I cut something wrong or what, but some of these don't always match up. But it's scrappy, and who cares? So we're going to sew this. Go back over. Got that pin I flung back there. And we'll iron this to the one with the 2, so it's the top. And then on the reverse side, obviously, it'll be the bottom. See how it's pretty off there and there, so I don't know. It's okay though. Nobody's gonna care. So I'm just gonna pin this one. And you do want to make sure you're pinning it to the right block. You want to make sure that when you open it up, they're different. Had I pinned it to this side, you know, it wouldn't have been the pattern I'm looking for. Not necessarily wrong, just not what I'm looking for. And I do one at the end to hold that fabric straight. So I was horribly sick last week. Horribly. So I didn't do a video last Sunday. Sorry about that. Alright. Pretty quick. The longest part was cutting the pieces. And I do use this clapper on this because it is such a small piece. I'm gonna, you know, maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I didn't get a good one. I don't know. And then we're gonna trim it. And again, I'm not real picky. It's just gonna hold my coffee cup. So I'm just gonna line it up with the straight edge here where I have sewn and the shortest edge on the side. Now if you're making it for a quilt, you're going to want your measurements or your seams, I guess, I don't know, everything to be lined up better, but again, who cares? So this one's pretty good. I'm not going to touch it. And this one I am going to trim. And I'm just lining up my seam lines and the shortest edge on the 3 blocks. And I don't know if that's where I started or not, but if I did it a little off, and we're going to do it again. There it is. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. This fabric was it was a jelly roll from Walmart a long time ago. I made a purse out of it actually. And I had a little left over. I might look and see if I can find more because I do have 2 children and a husband. That means a family of 4. And if I had a 4th one, I could match them. It's beautiful for fall. So we'll see what I can find. But again, I'm not worried about it. There it is. My easy and quick 9 patch. These are patterned, but again, you can make it scrappy. It's not a 9 patch, but you get the idea. Alright, there it is. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you make them and love them, and I will see y'all next time. Have a great day.